14 podcast presented by FanDuel Canada. And right when you start to believe, Avery, the Toronto Blue Jays put up one of the most pathetic goose egg performances in Tampa. How you feeling, man? How are the vibes? 2 games below 500. How we feeling?
Again, some of the worst baseball you've ever watched, and culminated with a great finale today, a matinee performance for the ages. Like again, you think that they'll be okay. It's just a 3 game set. Like you come out 500 the last 2 series, but just an absolute dog shit day. I mean, I hate watching games at that Mickey Mouse little bullshit park. There's got to be more foul territory.
Avery,
And
I
and the
honestly,
sun is too bright.
the sun, the temperature, the camera angles, the fact that they can't pan to the right camera guy when a ball's in the outfield. This weekend, I'm trying my hardest to like forget it, Avery, like not think about it. But it's how can you not? It's like they got bent over this weekend and shown the 50 states.
Oh,
They
brother.
got fucking pumped.
Yep. Everything about it was awful to
How do
watch.
you, Avery? How do you sweep one of the best teams in the National League, right? 29 and 22 now, and then you get absolutely shit pumped by a team that is, I'm sorry, they suck, but they own us. They suck, but they own us. Maybe we suck as well. I don't get it, Avery. I can't comprehend it. I'm sorry. I can't.
When Shane Baz was pitching yesterday, I had a feeling where the mound was closer to the plate for him and further away from us. It's like, oh, like no shit, that could never possibly happen. But I
It's
was
like
watching the
Shane.
game. I was like, how is this? What is going on here? It looks so different.
Like, dude, the guy was sitting 99.
Oh, he was insane.
Like, I'm trying to, all you can really do, man, is just laugh because you damn well know they got to Grom tomorrow. They're going to put up a 6-7 spot on the best pitcher of our generation. And then they're going to pull you back in. But I just like, they weren't in any of the games this week. They were just dead from the get go. It was like from inning 1 to inning 27, you got fucking bodied. There was never a chance where it's like they might come back here. Not a
No.
chance.
Oh, there was the one time on Friday, right? Bases loaded, none out.
I'm not even going to count that.
I know, but I was kind of like half in, half out watching because I was up north this weekend. Today I got to like fully watch. It's like no way. I was driving back from Baysville today, and I was like, okay, it was actually like a good weekend to go north and like half watch the games
Yeah.
because they played so bad. I was like, okay, today's gonna be an awesome Sunday. I get to sit and watch it, and they're gonna play well, and I'm gonna be excited, and we'll have something good to talk about tonight. And they just did the exact fucking opposite. It was so bad to watch, man. Oh my God. And every time went up, just hands in the sun. And when they lost it, Lucas and left, Springer and right. That's just the culmination. Clase
I
getting picked off at first. As soon as all that, the shenanigans happened, I was like, I'm going to start doing something on my other screen and kind of monitor this as well. But it was awful today.
I hate to say it, Avery, because obviously, like, I'm a massive Blue Jays fan. I live and die for this team. I stopped watching the game after the third inning. I
Nice.
legit turned on the movie Tommy Boy. I was like, I'm not watching this shit. I refuse to put myself through this.
Oh, I
I just
can't, I can't not do it. I have to
no.
watch.
I credit to me. That was it. That was the first time this year, by the way, I've done that.
Okay.
Right when it was just a culmination. Like again, it doesn't really matter how good your pitching staff does when your offense scores 1 run in 27 innings. It's like
Really bad
I
stuff.
I don't know what it is against Tampa Bay Rays. They are my Al Qaeda. They are my terrorist organization. Like,
Mhm.
uh you could genuinely put a little league World Series baseball team in Tampa Bay Rays uniforms and they would shit pump the Toronto Blue Jays. That's just what it is. It's something about the logo, something about the team. They own us, Avery. It's not even funny anymore. It is just a full-blown you are my daddy type of own. That's what it is, Ave. That's what it is.
It's hard to disagree when you watch the baseball games that they play in. I don't know what happens. Like I was people were saying online, it's like the Trop's gone. We're gonna be fine this year. It's gonna go away. the curse is strong, maybe even stronger
It
than
actually
ever.
might be stronger because you're dealing with the Yankees powers and the boss
Yep.
and the Rays devil magic. It's like usually you think of double negative, but that's not how that works in this situation, folks. That was a full blown just we own that tight little ass of yours,
Yeah.
Johnny. That's
It's
what they
it's
do.
kind of like a like Mike situation. Instead of like putting on the shoe, they just if like put on pinstripes pretty much as well. So like the Yankees and the Rays double devil magic, and boy is it that sucks to watch. I
I,
fucking
I
hate. And why do they not wear those Devil Rays white jerseys anymore? Like how are those not their permanent jerseys? They're so
Avery,
good.
everything about that team pisses me off, and I am sorry. I know Rays fans will listen to this. I was getting the 5 Rays fans that are actual Rays fans are tweeting at me this weekend. When Brandon Lau is hitting 197 against other teams in baseball, and the dude is goddamn Barry Bonds hitting 500 against us, yeah, that's my I'm out. That's when I turn the game off. Cheers. Hope everything's fine. Hope the Jays have a safe travel to Texas. I'm off this shit. I can Every hitter on this team for the Rays raked this weekend. They got Ben Roder, whatever the fuck his name is. What is it, Rodeverd or
No,
Riverd or
Rort vet.
Rortvet? That dude had fucking 4 RBIs today or 3 RBIs. It's like, god damn. And I don't know if maybe you could give me a little bit of like positive Avery here because we watch the Jays all the time. But like when I look around the league, there is a consistent 3, 4 hitters on every good team that consistently get the job done more than they don't. And when I look at the Blue Jays, it's really just Vlad. Like, I'm sorry, Bo Bichette. You want to get paid this year? You're going to have to do better than a 104 weighted runs created plus with mid defense. That's just unfortunately what it is. Like, you want to get paid this year like a Willie Adames contract? I'm going to need to see a little bit more than a 104 weighted runs created plus. And I know it's early. And he has all these metrics, whole hard hit ball bullshit that everyone was telling me this weekend. But at some point, we need the big dogs to be big dogs at a consistent rate. And I know this is only one series, but goddamn, man, I'm looking at this lineup and there is no numbers besides Vladdy, who's above 800 OPS. That's really flying off the chart for me. Is that right? Is that wrong to say, Avery?
No, I mean, if you're going to get consistent offense, you need more than one guy carrying the load. Like you look at the Yankees, you have Paul Goldschmidt doing it with him too, right? Like there's
Gavin Sheets for the Padres is doing it.
Gavin Sheets for the Padres is doing it. There is, yeah, like you need consistent production, and George Springer was giving us that and helping
Oh
carry
man.
the load. That's changed. Like I don't think anyone was like, "Hey, this is gonna last all season." But that
Mm.
was like an awesome 2 3 week stretch that George Springer had in month stretch. Got to find the next guy to step up and do the thing. Like
And that was Varsho, but they don't play him every day.
correct. I mean, coming back from shoulder surgery, the
Yeah.
longevity of that, I'm fine that he doesn't play all the time. Like they give him the rest days.
Yeah.
Some point we're gonna need him in there though all the time. Like the Miles Straw, we've kind of cooled off a little bit.
A
Like
lot of
it's
the bottom of the order has been cooling off. The Barger had a tough weekend as well.
happens
It does.
baseball,
I know. It's just
and it sucks when it's all together. Like as a
yes.
team, can't score a couple of runs. Like there was balls being hit to the outfield that I was watching, and Cameron Meisner would just run everything down like it was the easiest catch in the world. But I thought they were sure doubles. Bo
Yeah.
today, I bet if Bo's double gets down to start today's game, everything's. Well, I can say that easily because Vladdy hits it off the wall. We score. It's 1-0.
Yeah.
Things kind of change. They've just been the war against first inning runs is so back, like in a massive, massive way. That I think it's tough getting down early too, and like Bassett battles. The worst part of today's game was he throws a 500 pitch inning, goes into the dugout 4 goddamn pitches. He's back out
It's like,
there.
do we not have situational understanding about stuff like that, Avery? Like,
Yeah.
that's what is frustrating me because Bassett is pitching. He talked about a pregame with the guys. Like, it's 40 degrees there. I'm going to need to get electrolytes in me and always be ready to go. This motherfucker gets out of an inning. The team goes up to bat. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good morning. Get your ass back on the mound. It's like, do we not have an understanding of situational hit? It's something we're taught when we're in college, though, Avery. It's like all right, guys, let's see a couple pitches now.
But
Right after,
do you think this isn't a slight to Bo at all? But you think they're telling Bo Bichette to take a pitch up there?
no,
Maybe they're telling him that, but because he was the last out of that inning, right?
yeah,
He was first pitch fly out to right, from what I remember. I just don't think
yeah,
they're gonna ever tell him that. And what are they
yeah,
gonna do? Tell Vladdy to take a pitch in the fourth inning of a
yeah.
game?
I get
But
that makes
then,
sense.
but Bassett went out there and batted and he was out as it was his quickest inning right after that, right? So perfectly worked out fine. There were just some things today was sloppy. It was dog. It looked like they were playing in 1,000-degree weather, and it did
Yeah,
not look like that for the Tampa Bay Rays. Did not at
no,
all.
it didn't, and I
It should be a crime for them to be playing games in July there.
it's gonna
Literally
be
not.
like 130 there.
Yeah, it'll be really fucking hot. That's going to be tough.
It's that this weekend, and what sucked is we talked about it earlier. It's like the entire bottom half of the offense struggled at the exact same time. And the top of the order was no better, Avery. Going into like the before the Vladdy home run he hit on Saturday, the 1 to 4 in the order was like 0 for 20 to start the series. It's like that's not going to win baseball games. And I'm sorry, I don't think that happens to other teams, man.
Sometimes when they
For sure, but
it
like
does happen when they lose.
but I think where the fans' frustration and where my frustration comes into things here is you have all that momentum. We're we're singing the praise. It's like, oh my God, the offense slow is starting to figure it out. We're top five in offense in May. Like weighted runs created plus. We're looking awesome. And then they just hit the wall again, right?
Yeah, it's almost someone tweeted it out. I forget who it was, but like the Jays after a sweep have been I think they've been swept two of the times after they've swept the team before them. Because I know for sure they swept the Nats and then got swept by the Mets. And
Yeah.
then they swept the Padres and then right after got swept by the Rays. I forget the other one in there. But again, there's no there's been no building on and like really going on a run like the Twins 10-game win streak, Cardinals 10-game win streak. It's almost I don't want to say this because it's a lazy thing to say. It's hockey media thing to say, but it's like, hey, we finally play well. Oh, we're actually a good baseball team, kind of complacent in like dog shit efforts the next times out there. And I think that's like one of the only things where good manager can kind of work in getting people together and trying to push them forward. I know it's not the, I guess they're kind of paid to do that, but the players should fucking care enough and not mail it in, so to speak, after they sweep a team and they're like, okay, we're kind of a good baseball team here, but maybe it's a veteran presence thing, which I think we have enough of too, but maybe it's just they play bad baseball right after. It's a
It's
bunch of things.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
crazy.
want to like put it on John Schneider. That I don't think that's a right thing to do.
For sure. I think it also plays a factor in it. I think if I'm a manager, I go into that dugout after game one after sweeping and you kind of throw up a goose egg and being like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? We have all this momentum. We swept a good Padres team facing a far less superior team. And you motherfuckers do that? 0 runs in 9 innings? It's kind of embarrassing. I don't know, man. It was a bad series. And again, I tweeted this earlier today, and I'd like to get your thought process on this. I think this is just a 500 baseball team, and that's just what it is. Like, I don't think it's anything more, anything less. It's a team that they're pitching could kind of go on a little nice hot stretch, and they kind of figured out win 4 or 5 in a row, but then immediately give it back because it just snowballs with bad performances on the mound, and the offense can't really figure it out together. Um, I think this is just a 500 baseball team, and I have to cloud my judgment on it. Enjoy the highs, like we had against the Padres, because I was awesome, because the highs are going to be awesome, and then just kind of observe the lows, which is what we just had here. I don't know if I see this team in the same tier as these wild card teams, to be honest with you, man.
Just like all the central teams you're
Yeah,
talking about.
I'll be honest with you, and maybe that's just doom posting, but I just really don't see a world like the superstars on this team, aside from Vladdy, are just not being real superstars. Like, and the starting pitching, who we heavily have relied on the past couple of years, is just not getting the job done. the early deficits. It's exhausting as a hitter when you're in the second inning every game and you're already down 2-3 nothing. Avery, I, I get where it comes from with the hitters, but it just yeah, I think that's really kind of all they are. They're going to teeter around 81, 82 wins this year. I unfortunately think that's kind of what it is
I
as
think
of as it is right now.
I think the Central teams are better than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah,
Um,
Twins
like
are awesome, Ave.
like they seem like they're for real until you get to the playoffs and they got to play some of the other teams, right? But if they're just going to keep winning ball games, it's hard for us to keep up if everyone in the AL East is just going to beat up on each other enough.
Yeah,
Like the Orioles are going to get wins at some point too, and it's going to be against AL East opponents, and that's going to muddy everything up too for our chances of getting a second team in the wild card position. Like the Rays are in second place in the East now, and they're 500.
yeah.
Like it just totally flip flop too. We can see the output of them being a 500 team the whole time, of course, but you get I think they just need a hot like the only way it's going to be better than that is a good win streak. Like
I
a
don't see
7-8
it.
gamer.
They've had like have they come off of a series with as much momentum as they had in Seattle, right? You sweep the Mariners in Seattle, dude. Like it 9 not you win the last game 9-0. And then you come back the next series and you get fucking bodied by the Tampa Bay Rays again. It's like I just don't know if I see this team as of right now and call me a loser doom posting, but maybe they could change my mind on it. I don't see this team going on like a deep little run, like a 10, 9, 8 game win streak. They just don't have the personnel to do that, which is obviously pathetic considering the fact they're top 5 in payroll.
Sure. Um the starter or the bullpen being this injured too is going to be a tough blow at some
It's
point
not
here.
though. It's not. I mean, you got the depth though. You got Burr and Swanee coming back. Like it's not like obviously the Yimi Garcia injury sucks, but you got Sandlin, Burr, and Swanee coming back. To
Sure,
re-
but those guys could like not be as good as their former selves too. Right?
for
Like
sure.
you definitely it changes the outlook of this team if they are as good as they were before. But these are those are two guys that didn't have a spring training again, and like that's the thing we make. Like we make excuses for some of the other guys. Oh, you didn't have spring training, hurt all through spring training.
Yeah.
It's hard. We know it's hard. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to temper my expectations based on what could possibly happen again. So like those are great names to have back from what we know of them as when they are good. But if we get in a couple starts and it's like, oh, this guy's not doing the same thing, then we're sewered again. The Sandlin one, I think, like we know what Nick Sandlin is too. But I mean, Braden Fisher, I thought looked fantastic this
Aside
weekend.
from yeah, even he was fine today as well.
He didn't pitch today. It
Or sorry,
was
sorry,
it
sorry,
was
sorry.
Schultz.
That was Schultz today. I mean,
You
Braden
you
Fisher.
you get those two mixed
I
up.
always get them two. I always get them mixed up. But yeah, he's awesome.
Again, we just keep finding guys to find a way to get it
But
done
this is
in.
this is the point though, Avery. That sucks. It doesn't matter how good your bullpen is, and we saw
Can't
it this
get it
weekend.
there.
If like again, Rays put up 3-3, and the Jays put up 0-1 in those games. Bullpen was lights out. Starters clawed all the way back and battled. Didn't fucking matter because your offense put up zeros at a minor league stadium, right? It's like
Yeah.
who cares how good the bullpen is? Which I think this bullpen's the best it's been since 2023. Who cares if your offense just puts up consecutive, consistent goose eggs, right? And it doesn't get easier with this week. You got 3 pitchers. The worst one of the 3 is Jacob de fucking Grom.
Yeah, numbers wise.
Yeah,
I can't believe Tyler Malley's still doing it like that.
he does it big.
Yeah. They Saros was talking about how bad he thought like preseason. He was like, I don't have any trust in Tyler Mahle, and he's out here doing it this big. So Texas has luckily struggled with their
Their bats
abilities.
suck.
Yeah,
Marcus
they're
Simeon in the 9 hole.
oh my god, he's hitting 9.
Yeah, he hit 9 today.
No fucking way.
First time I think since 2017.
Oh, how much time does he have left on his
I
contract too?
think 3 years, 2 years.
Interesting. Yeah, like it's the weekend versus the weekday, John. You've never been so right about something.
They suck on the weekend. Like terrible.
I crunched the numbers. I did it. 15-11 on weekdays, 10-16 on the weekend.
Oh my
I
God.
counted Friday as the weekend
Yeah,
because
that's
it's the
fair.
start. Yeah, like it's the
That's fair.
weekend series.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Say no to
15-11.
working on weekends. Say no.
It's sad, man. They know how to clock in 9 to 5, hard hat, lunch pail, work boots. But
They don't ain't working overtime. And
no,
if you
when
ask them, they're saying no.
fuck no, we're not
Yeah.
scoring runs.
They don't give a fuck about your overtime. Um, yeah, it just this, and I think Iggy or P put it best on Twitter. The best way to describe this weekend series was it was demoralizing. I mean, that's just the only word you could really use, Abe, right?
My word would be dog shit. Like just horrid to watch. Horrible.
And you know the thing is, and I tweeted it today, is like women loses memory and falls in love with the same man. They're gonna win tomorrow and just beat the living fuck out of Jacob DeGrom, and I'll be like, all right, I'm kind of back in on this team now. Offense looks great.
Yeah.
That's just what they do. But I think this was every time I say this is going to be the back-breaking loss, like the worst loss of the series of the season, or the worst series of the season. They do that. I think I put that up there with one though, because the Mets sweep, I can get around that. That's a great ball. That's a great baseball team. The Mets, good
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Um, the Astros sweep,
That sucked.
that sucked as well. But this one, minor league stadium, dimensions Mickey Mouse, and you put up one fucking run, dude.
And it's not like it's a foreign ballpark to them.
You play there every fucking March.
Yeah, you do. Like the night games there, you see all the time. I don't think they play often in the day at that stadium.
Yeah. The ball flies too.
Except
It's
it was windy yesterday
yeah.
because what was it Yandy pimped it and then didn't go out.
Yeah. I got a lot of flack by Rays fans about that one.
Why?
Because I said he pimped it. What a fucking loser. And they go, oh, but this was out in like 29 MLB stadiums. There was no wind.
It doesn't that.
Okay. I mean, then
I
don't pimp it then, moron. You see the wind.
yeah, I don't think
I
that's not
yeah,
a
that's what I was gonna
bad
say.
statistic one. It's like
I
it
just
didn't go out of
have
the yard.
I just have no I have no like energy to argue with Tampa Bay fucking Rays fans. Like I made it clear on Twitter they own me.
Yeah.
Like the Tampa Bay Rays are our father. It's just unfortunate what it is. They could have a Colorado Rockies record. We go there, they're beating that ass. That's just what it is.
Yeah, we
And
said
that's
no
what it
chance.
always will be.
We said no chance. Like the only good thing that happened was the Vlad homer.
No,
Uh,
I also said this on Twitter. I don't think there was a singular positive. Like Vladdy homered great. He still did not look that great at the plate the entire weekend. It's like there was not a singular positive from this entire weekend, Abe.
I'll take one in the Santander at bats looked awesome.
Oh yeah, I was getting deep in counts. Yeah.
Nothing to show for it today, but like even the last at bat, I guess you weren't watching. He battled I mean, he had 3 strikeouts today. He went 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts, and I said he had a good weekend. I know I watch it, but like they seemed okay. They're just like they said on the broadcast, they're just throwing him up. They're doing the David Schneider thing to
Yeah. He can't catch up to it.
no, and it's like a swing thing. Like the swing looks awkward enough. Looks like it hurts him all the time. That's like the funniest part of his swing, but just the up can't handle it right now. But I bet if he gets turned around on like a 95-mile-an-hour up, that ball's gonna fucking
Oh,
fly. Need it to
yeah,
happen soon.
yeah, it was a tough weekend all around, and I'm not even gonna call out like the bottom of the order because I mean they're the bottom of the order for a reason. They're depth pieces. Jonathan Clase actually does not look bad. Pissed me the fuck off today getting picked off at first. Where in the ever living fuck were you going? That's what
Yeah,
I want to know.
no. When you have a chance to get Ali Sanchez an extra at bat, you're gonna do that.
Yeah,
So
why not?
he gets picked up. I didn't know Ali Sanchez was like best friends with Andres Jimenez.
Is that
Like,
true?
yeah, just best buddies.
So we're out here like hugs and kisses, fucking tummy sticks, as they say.
Well,
Like,
they were minor leaguers together with the Mets, I think, and then they played like Venezuelan Winter League. So they're all
We're just out
boys.
here, just little the Care Bears,
Yeah.
cuddly.
But
Let's
like
bring up everyone's buddies.
the bottom of the order today was Ernie, Clase, Ali Sanchez. Like that's ass. It is what it is. Like those three aren't the reason that you're not scoring any. Like
But
if
you
that
can mask that, Avery. You can mask a bad bottom of the order if the top of the order picks up the weight. I think this year,
absolutely.
I think this year we have seen the bottom of the order carry. Have we seen the top of the order carry, Ave?
Like the Vlad, yeah, Boston comeback game where he hit the 3-run tank.
Sure, but
The
like,
day before when Santander hit the home run. That's the other. But we're getting a lot of good, we're getting a lot of good production from the bottom, and you need that to happen, but you'd rather your big guys do all the load
yeah,
lifting.
because you're paying the big money for them, right? Like,
I want a lineup change tomorrow. I think.
and everyone was talking about Sacramento stud leadoff. I think we pumped the brakes on that. I think, who do you lead off, Fave?
Just pick a name out of a hat. Fuck it.
Bo can't lead off anymore. The first pitch swinging is going to kill this ball club. It's the first pitch swinging, and it's something you're told when you're younger. It's like when you're leadoff, you want to see pitches, right? It's like you want to give your hitters at least a little bit of a playbook on what the pitcher's doing. It's
I think it's
demoralizing.
different in the big leagues though, John, when you have video of
But again, you want to get deep. You want to get to the guy's bullpen. Like you want to get to the bullpen and go like a pitcher to not go deep into a game. It's like I don't. I could
I
see
don't
it from both aspects of it, but like the Bo first pitch swinging, especially when he's not going, is tough, man. It's like the little flare ground ball to second or the pop up to right field. That is just that absolutely just fucking kills me.
I'm I'm pretty sure the best Bo numbers are him in the 2 hole and the best Vlad numbers are him in the 3 hole.
It's crazy though because we use like the lunatic fans on Twitter that hate analytics. Ken Reed say analytics. I bet this team goes against analytics. Bo Bichette is better when he is in the 2 hole. Vladdy is better when he is in the 3 hole. You move everyone down the order; they're better when they're down or more down in the order. The analytics argument, you can't use it here.
I think the problem is
Analytics doesn't tell you to fucking hit Bo Bichette leadoff.
no
It doesn't.
the only analytics that is like you want your best guys to have the most at bats. That's the only thing where you fight against it. But I think the problem is there's no one to lead off. Like who is that guy?
I the only name that I could really think of, and this people I'm gonna get flamed for this, but he stole 70 bases last is Jonathan Clase.
That's old
That's
school
the ideal. That's who
baseball.
you want. That's who you want to lead off.
Yeah, if you're that was just like when Chandler Simpson would lead off.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing. So verse right-handed pitching. Kind of did
I
this.
cannot believe that Twitter GM, not gonna name names, said Chandler Simpson sucks. He is fucking nasty.
Oh, he's not a carry the team guy.
But he's a great bottom of the order guy, wreaks havoc on the base pass. What I like about Chandler Simpson, Avery, when I noticed this weekend is if there's a runner on first and he gets on or walks, he auto on second.
I think
You're
that's the
because
Rays team philosophy too, and it's
yeah.
tough to play against when you
Sorry,
know.
when he's on third. Odd the guy at first auto steals second because they're not going to throw down to second because Chandler Simpson would just
Yeah,
easily run home, right?
it was like a little more frustrating to watch Ali Sanchez throw the ball because he doesn't have juice
Noodle ass arm.
like looked like he had good feet, good timing, and then the ball just kind of floated in the screen a little longer than any of the other guys. So let's see an on base percentage against right-handed pitchers. I will do a plate appearance filter of 50 at bats against righties. So if you go strictly by OBP against right-handed pitching, lefties will figure out a leadoff hitter for as well. But righties, Vlad has the highest OBP. Nathan Lucas is second. George Springer's third. Bo is fourth. So it's like I would like to. I'll do a filter last 30 days as well. So Nathan Lucas 391 OBP against right-handed pitching right now, and George Springer's 313. I think you. I know it was a bad weekend for Nathan Lucas, but I wouldn't mind trying that.
So you think
To,
you move Lucas up and drop everyone down?
yeah, and that could kind of be fluid as well. But I think Bo.
Man, I will tell you this, Avery. You mentioned his name. the George Springer rapid fall off has been insane. Like it looked like a week and a half ago when we were looking at his stats, the dude was hitting like 360. He is down to like two something now, man.
Is he? I'll
Yeah.
take a look at that too. So I'll do Bo's career numbers. Let's find the advanced here where he hits in the order. I'll just go weighted runs created plus. Um, his
He's down to
worst.
252, Wave.
That was quick.
Wow.
His worst weighted runs created plus of 115.
Hmm.
Sorry, 114 is his worst. That's when he's batting fourth. 115 is his second worst. That's when he's batting first. He's actually really good in the three hole. Let's see how many at bats he has in the three hole. Not a ton, but
So just two hole.
he has 1,300 at bats hitting second, and he hits
Jesus
292.
Christ.
It's not as drastic as I thought, but it's just like in a gameplay setting, Boba Shit's really good. And someone tweeted the numbers today with runners on base. Let him hit with a runner on. He'll move. He'll do his thing where
Yeah.
you have someone with some speed. We go first to third on a backside ground ball,
Hmm.
and he's a righty up, second baseman's covering second, so you should have a huge open hole on the side there. I think we just move everyone down, try something a little
But
bit
they
different.
won't though. They haven't done that. We've said that multiple times though, right, Dave? It's like,
Yeah, I mean, we don't manage the team. At the end of the day,
yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think it's the like, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I think it's a hey, let's reset the vibes here and see if we can go on a run with someone else leading off, not because it's gonna change the outlook of the
Do you
whole
think
season.
do you think gun to your head, like if you asked Bo genuinely if he liked leading off, he would say yes? Like
No,
what do
I
you
think he
think?
would say no.
Really? It takes money out of his pocket though, right? Like
RBIs,
he's hitting less with runners on, right?
yeah.
Takes a
I
little
think
money out of the pocket for Bobo. So
I think
yeah,
I think he did say he didn't like it. Who was the guy who who said he wanted to be moved in the order because left field was too far? Who said that?
that's a real quote.
Someone said that the other day. He's like the run in from left and then to hit lead off right away. I don't have enough time to get ready. Someone did that recently. Someone put that in the comments. I forget, but
Got to be someone that's just lazy as shit.
it was someone like really funny because they were leading off. They were good enough. I'll find it for you at some point. But maybe
That's a
that's
great quote. I
yeah.
don't want. I hate running in from the outfield and then having to get my batting attire. So I. That's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. Fuck, is I'm
That's a
not
great
gonna be
quote. I can't imagine saying that to a big league manager
that's
trying to.
that was the thing. It was so insane. I can't find it.
You know there.
Maybe I
Do you
got
know
ball sack.
Avery? One team that I watched this year that I get jealous of, extremely jealous of,
Who's that?
um, the Chicago Cubs. They
Yeah.
are they are hitting like it reminds you of 2021 Blue Jays because their pitching is just completely and utter dog shit.
Yeah.
But they like today they were down by five or whatever it was, and they just put up an eight spot. Fuck it, keep the change. Let's just score a million runs.
They got two
Like
home runs from Reese McGuire today. You tell me that's not year of destiny stuff. It is.
yeah,
And
it's like again,
Suzuki hit a go ahead home run too.
you guys can comment in the comment section below. Suzuki also leads the league in RBIs, by the way. You see that
Yes.
stat?
Yeah. No,
49. We're not even at
my fantasy team is just cooking. I got Scooble, Yamamoto, just
Jesus Christ.
all the big guys too.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome. And I think, and you guys can leave in the comment below what team you watch you get jealous of. But for me right now, it's the Cubs. They're buzzing. Pete Crow Armstrong taking the leap. I would kill for my Blue Jays to do that.
I have another gripe with the baseball community that's been pissing me off as of late.
Yep.
I hate calling pitches sweepers. It fucking makes me angry. It really
Why?
because it's just not a pitch name that I grew up with. Just call it the really
But why?
big
Why do they call it sweeper though?
because it has more movement than a slider.
That seems
Like
dumb.
it breaks more horizontally than a regular slider. So they're trying to. I wish we just called it the big slider and the little slider because it is a slider technically.
Big
Um,
S, little
yeah,
S,
yeah.
little. It sounds like a rapper name, Lil
The
Slider.
the big slider or the tight slider. That's
Okay.
how we differentiate them. But the word
Okay.
sweeper, for me, it just doesn't do it for me. I don't like the word.
Fair.
So that's
Yeah,
my other thing.
I just
And
have a gripe with just baseball in general after what I watched this weekend. I can't believe it. Actually, I kind of can. The hating of the momentum is just very, very annoying. And uh, I honestly don't even think Eric Lauer looked that bad. I mean, he had a tough first inning, kind of battled through. Not first inning, he had a tough start. Battled through, gave this team a chance to win, same to the bullpen, and they put up a zero spot. And then on Saturday, Jose Barrios, I was like, God damn! After that first inning, it was bomb out, hard hit ball. You can't be leaving balls up in the middle like he was. And then it's like today, the starting pitching wasn't that great, but they could only do so much. But yeah, it just the bats are going to have to really figure this out on a consistent month basis if you want to compete with the teams that are already getting massive head starts, like in the Central, that are 8 games above 500, man.
yeah, I mean, you look at the Tigers record and they're like the best team in baseball.
Yeah.
They're not.
Tigers are a wagon.
They're cool. I'm glad. I'm glad they like took their momentum from last year.
Yeah, again, it's did they spend money correctly? I mean, Javier Baez deal looks fine now. The dude's raking. The AJ Hinch hire, and that's the kind of pushback I can kind of say when we say managers don't really matter that much. AJ Hinch has done a great job in Detroit.
I'd agree.
Like,
But yeah, that's a guy that you knew was a good manager before. Guy
sure,
who's won at the highest level, right?
yeah, yeah,
Lucky to be able to get him.
yeah.
That's just what
I
happened.
mean, he's probably still in Houston if there's no allegations or whatever. There's no cheating scandal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
just sucks. But I've been getting a lot of tweets like, when is John Schneider going to be gone, man? I don't know what else to tell these fucking people. He is again at the. He is not the problem. The problem is fucking Ross Atkins. You are
Um,
for. There is no other way to look at this, Avery. There is no other way to look at this. This team is top five in payroll, and they are hovering around 500. After a season, they won 74 games. That's not the manager. It
no,
is
it's not.
fucking Ross Atkins.
Yeah,
I can't stress it enough.
you can only put the people in the lineup that are on the baseball team and they're on the lineup card and available to you.
You could have Jesus Christ be the manager of this team, and he's still gonna have to throw out a lineup that has fucking Ali Sanchez at the bottom of it, and Jonathan Clase, no ricochet shot. Sorry, but that's just what it's gonna be, Avery. There's really no other way, other person to bring the blame to besides Ross Atkins for the roster construction. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's not enough brain dead moves that I see where it's like, okay, this guy is not fit to be managing a Major League Baseball. It just doesn't happen that often.
No.
And a lot of the moves that we might think are brain dead might be based on how people are feeling that we honestly have no clue about. Like some pitchers in some spots where it's like, okay, that makes no sense to go lefty righty in that situation, but who knows who's kind of down until they talk about it post game. There's not enough egregious mistakes that I think
No.
it's you can put it on John Schneider to think it's not
No.
him. And he hasn't been there that long that his whatever message should be getting lost at this point. On that, if it is, I think that would be a player issue.
Yeah. Yeah. At some
So
point, you have to blame. You have to blame.
there's no way they don't go together if they're gonna go. Like
If John gets fired, so does Rossi boy.
I think that's
You
the only.
simply cannot give a GM three goddamn managers. That is unprecedented, whatever the fuck the word is.
Precedented. Yeah.
Unprecedented. You can't give a GM three fucking managers, dude.
Yeah. I mean, if because none of the managers are having like scandals or doing anything that's actually bad.
Has it? Has a GM ever had three managers before?
Well, I don't know how long some of the guys have been there
Okay,
too.
sorry. Yeah, I
Can we
guess.
bring back how cool it was that Jays manager lied about going to Vietnam or whatever that
So
was?
sick. I got so sick.
It used to be so cool, and you could get away with so much back in the day. You could just lie your ass off.
Yeah, it's
No
unbelievable because there's
one
no
had
internet.
no internet to check if you were telling the truth or
So
not.
sick, dude. So
Um,
sick.
Imagine they had, I guess they had radio back then. Podcast people could
Anything.
lie about anything. No one to fact check them. What a life. Um, have we like learned anything new about our baseball team through the ups and downs yet?
I think this sounds cliche. I think what we've learned so far is the highs are fucking awesome and the lows are low as fuck. They're consistently inconsistent. I think that's the biggest thing we've learned with this ball club is there's no going to be win a series 2-1, win a series 2-1, lose a series 1-2, 2-1, 1-2. Like it's either going to be sweep or get fucking swept. That's what I've learned. It's consistently inconsistent. That's what this team is.
Yep. Yep. You could be right. Like every time I come on here, it's like what we haven't found really anything new besides they've been able to put 9 innings together or they don't put 9 innings together. It's we kind of know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Kind of from the start too. There was
Yeah.
that awesome stretch where they were just coming back every game from the seventh on, but right
Yeah.
now, this weekend, not good, man. Really
Tough,
not good.
tough weekend.
You
And
think it's because Kevin? You think it's because Kevin Kiermaier was there?
Kevin Kiermaier's 0 for 4 as a when he's in the Blue Jays dugout. I'm not gonna blame him because he's so handsome and I don't want him mad, but there's a nucleus of that, unfortunately, right? There's a
Could be
nucleus.
all right. The Jimmy Garcia injury is
Sucks. Even the Almago, man. Like, I don't think people realize how lucky we have been so far this season to have a tandem of Heineman and Kirk. Like, no one's running on the base pass. Pretty good defense. Pretty good offense. You go from those two guys to fucking Ali Sanchez. Sorry for the ricochet. It's like going from a Porsche to a Toyota.
a
It's
reliable vehicle.
insane.
It's different to
They're
watch.
just
Like
not playing the same sport.
no, and I think the Tyler Heineman thing has been no one expected any of that. So it's been perfect. Every hit we get from Tyler Heineman, I'm thrilled about, and
Yeah.
he's been able to throw a ton of people out. I think
Yeah.
we've maybe Kirk's like the best teammate of all time because he's whenever he's part of a tandem, it's like the best tandem in baseball.
Yeah.
Jano was good. Then he put Heineman in there, and they were getting some great production. Like average wise, I think they were the best average duo as catchers in
They were.
baseball. That
They
was
were.
on the
Yeah, they were.
broadcast today.
Tyler Heineman already has 1.1 WAR.
Really, Fangraphs or reference?
No idea. I just saw it on Twitter today.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter today.
Um,
That's
I'd
unfortunately
I'd
all I
guess
saw.
that's I would guess that's baseball reference, but let me take a look here. We can go through the war leaders. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's go through
Um,
some of the war leaders for our Bluebirds.
yeah,
So
Hyman
we-
1.1 Fangraphs. We have three players over a win so far. Two of them are our goddamn catchers. So if you go by wins above replacement, Kirk has the most 1.2. I'm on Fangraphs. So F War. 1.2 for Kirk, 1.1 for Vlad, 1.1 for Heineman. Ernie's just under one win, a point 0.9. Barger, 0.8. Miles Straw, 0.7. Bichette, 0.7. Like we
God
need we
damn.
need Bo to be up there at the top. George Springer, zero point 0.7. Varsho, um, zero point 0.6 of a win. Nathan Lucas, half a win. And then only Jimenez and Clase are the only ones over 0 point 0. So I just don't think they've played well enough. Like we
No.
just not good enough. And then
No.
Santander negative zero point 0.4.
Oh, okay.
Really good stuff.
Really good. It's really good.
I'm
Let's
fr-
go.
it was a frustrating weekend, man. I don't
I don't even want to think about it anymore. I'm happy the game tomorrow's at 4 o'clock, so you can just wipe it and just think about tomorrow right off the rip.
stream game.
Yeah, I can stream from here.
All right. Well, I'll be there. I'll be here. Fun weekend. Did you do anything this weekend?
Yeah, I went out Saturday. But yeah, it's just the going out doesn't hit the same when your ball club's ass. Really doesn't.
Well, it's different when you have to watch them I loved the 7 o'clock game
Yeah, I
on
didn't hate it.
Saturday. The 7 o'clock game is really good.
Didn't hate it.
But no. You want to get into some listener questions here?
Yeah,
Got a lot of them.
a
Everyone just
lot.
wants John Schneider fired when
Yeah,
we record.
it's a little crazy if you ask me, Ave. I'll be honest.
Um, okay, someone says Blue Jay related, but not for the Tampa series. A few pods ago, we were asking Toronto specific things that they could do at games rather than copying others. They need a consistent two-strike sound to wake up the fans. What about the three-note chime of the TTC doors closing? That's like it's not the worst idea in the world, but I
That's
think
actually a pretty fucking good idea, Avery.
yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I think people who commute every day would be so fucking mad to hear that when they go to the baseball game.
I, you know what? That's a pretty fucking good idea.
Please stand clear of the doors. Doors are now closing, and then the thing just gets,
Do-do-do-do.
and
Yeah,
then they just pop that thing
I
off.
fuck with that. Wow. That's galaxy brain stuff. Good
For sure.
shit.
Do you think it is the Toronto Blue Jays' ultimate goal to get every team as close to 500 as possible? Sweeping the Padres to get them closer to 500 and then losing to the Rays to bring them to 500 while taking themselves back to 500 really makes you think about what this team wants.
They're humanitarians, man, and I respect it. Like they're trying to get the Peace Prize. Unfortunately, it's they're doing it by just being dog shit when they're bad, and then like the best team ever when they're good. But yeah, I think the chase to 500 is going to be a long lasting chase that happens the entirety of the season. Unfortunately, like
Un-
they're.
yep.
By the way, I saw the tweet of it. The Toronto Blue Jays are third in baseball being 500 this year. They've been 500 11 times. The
Hey,
Toronto Blue Jays have been 500 11 times this season. Avery.
hey, we gotta win tomorrow to have a chance to do it on Tuesday. So it's a massive, massive game tomorrow against Jacob DeGrom. Is
Yeah,
Michael
he's
Stefanik?
good. He's good, right?
Yeah, no, like young guy. I don't think they've seen him too much.
Yeah,
Be a tough start.
I'm sure
Is
that'll be
Michael
fun.
Stefanik the next Shohei Ohtani? Maybe. Get
Maybe.
out.
He
Grade
was the
zero
only I think he
today.
was one of the only pitchers that gave threw up a zero.
How do we convince the league to make the Rays and Marlins switch divisions?
Oh my god, I would do illegal shit for that to happen.
But what's the best possible division for the Blue Jays that's close to us? Because it would
Yankees could get you always got the Yankees.
no, I don't think the
Reds
Yankees are the closest. Like if we put a division together where it's us,
okay.
the Tigers,
Okay.
the Reds, and the Guardians. That's got to be the closest, right? Those have got to be the closest teams.
Us, Tigers, Reds, Guardians. So that's four teams though. You still need another.
No, fuck it. We'll just do four. We'll keep everyone else
I
out.
think who do you add though? I think there's one more. You can add the maybe we'll add the White Sox. That's 8 hours, right?
Yeah, we'll take the White Sox.
We'll go new division alert. White Sox, Reds, Tigers, Blue Jays. Who's the other one?
Guards.
Guardians. Let's fuck around and find out.
Yeah, those have got to be the closest teams because
I fuck with it.
Goddamn Florida's not the closest. That's for sure.
No, I don't. I do again, not to loser post, but I don't get why the Tampa Bay Rays are in this division. But that's fair.
Uh, are Sam Bennett and Jeremy Roach the same person?
You know what? They look insane. Like it's actually scary how close they look similar.
Tim
It's scary.
they do look very
Yeah.
similar. Tim Shepard says time for a major shakeup. No explanation required. Like Tim, you should have told us what the shakeup is. We
Yeah.
should
I mean, is that like you're just essentially handing in an assignment with no answer?
show your work.
Yeah, show your work. What's the shakeup, pal?
Um, since July and August are easier, do you think we will tread around 500 until then and make a final jump towards the playoffs? That's got to be the way it goes.
That's got to be the way it goes, and it is going to suck to watch, Avery. I mean, it is going to be fucking hell to watch.
I like the schedule never really gets easy. Because
No, it doesn't.
I'm looking at it. I hung up the magnet in the room here so I could look at it. Besides, it doesn't really get easy ever. Like
No,
the only time you say it is when they go to Colorado and when they play the White Sox, and that's 6 games in total.
got to go 6-0.
Or I guess they
Got to
play the
go
White.
6-0.
No, they play the White Sox twice because they're in the AL.
Got to go 12-0.
Yep. Okay. The Jays are spending $45 million this year on Santander, Jimenez, Scherzer, combined for .3 WAR so far. What's the
Mean.
expected WAR per million? What amount
That's
of WAR?
hashtag mean. That's an insult stat. Mean.
Isn't it 10 million per win?
Yeah.
Is that's what they're going
Yeah.
off of right now?
Yeah.
So that's 4.5 wins between them. Yeah. I mean that wouldn't be good enough. I wouldn't be that happy with that. Is George Springer versus the right field line at Steinbrenner the most lopsided fight of all
Oh,
time?
he's getting fucking worked. That's there's just no it is just unanimous decision. It owns him.
They were hitting the ball where we weren't way too often
Yeah.
this series.
And you
And
couldn't tell because the camera angle was just on
yeah,
another planet.
based on the positioning, it was like they're dropping into right field, and there's no one even close. They're got in position to play in the gap, and that's just not where it went.
Yeah.
On a non-contending, obviously mediocre team, most likely non-playoff team, if a Bo extension isn't happening, doesn't Bo have to be traded by the deadline? I mean,
I
if you
think
want the
he
draft pick when he signs somewhere else, I guess, because you'll extend him a qualifying
this
offer.
team's good at drafting, right?
Man, um, I think the Toronto Blue Jays, if they fire Ross Atkins, it's going to be the exact same Heim Bloom type thing where everyone was mad that the team's no good, the farm system's ass. He goes away, and then when Craig Breslow comes in, he gets to reap the rewards of the good drafting before
Yeah.
of the Anthony Myers, Christian Campbell. Like once Ross is gone, and then the 2 year later is when you have Namala, you Savage,
Kale.
Cal. Yeah, I think
Cal.
it'll kind of be the same situation where it wasn't good enough when he was there. We all chirped it, but then his three guys or a couple of those guys are going to come up and make a real impact. Um, but I don't know. Like you'll take you'll take the draft pick, I guess. That's the only thing you get back from Bo if you don't
Yeah.
trade him for assets.
I just don't know what you get for him, right?
Yeah, he's not like he's not been so good that teams are going to be
Knocking at the door.
they'll ask for sure.
Yeah,
But it's not like the return package you're going to want. You want a Bo to be so good, he's either going to make some money because then the team will be good, or you can trade him off. And it's been like just in the middle, just not overwhelmingly good. Who is
for sure.
worse, the 2025 Colorado Rockies or the Toronto Blue Jays against the Tampa Bay Rays? It'd be close.
It's a neck and neck. It's a goddamn boxing match, man.
Chase says, I'm tired of how the Blue Jays set up their outfield defense. Constantly thinking guys are going to go oppo, and what should be singles turns into extra bases. Most guys can pull a ball. I think that's just looking at spray charts all the time. When they hit the ball in the air, where is it going most of the time? You play the percentages, and over the season, I think as long as they're positioned correctly, based on the spray charts, I think they'll be okay. But it is very annoying when a guy does pull the ball or he goes the other way and there's just no one to be found in that area. It's like, what are we doing? It was Kevin Gosman thing, like 2022 or 2023. I think it was 2022 where they shifted when Gosman was pitching all the time, and the balls would just go through the hole pretty much every time. It's like,
So fucking annoying.
why are they shifting here?
Yeah, yeah.
Dylan says, "Is it just me, or do the Rays always have the Jays number?"
Well,
Like,
it's not just you. I mean,
yeah, it's
the
like every time
Rays
we
own
play the
our
Rays, they seem like the Dodgers.
they own our ass, bro.
Are the Rays to the Jays what the Sabres are to the Leafs?
Worse.
I'm not sure what the record of the Sabres is against the Leafs.
It's worse, Abe. I'm sorry.
It'd be like the Sens this year almost, but I guess they beat them in the playoffs. Sad Winnipeg fan asked Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark. This is a baseball show, Roger.
Baseball show. Baseball pod.
Does the team go all in at the deadline like they did in 2015, or do they rebuild their farm system and trade players like Bo and Gos? I
You
don't.
answer this, not the charge of my laptop.
Yeah, I think trading Kevin Gosman is just a no go. I don't know why you would do it based on what veteran starters are like going for. I like Kevin Gosman at is 20 million is still a good deal. I think it would be pretty dumb to let go of Kevin Gosman with a year left on his deal. So that would be the remaining free agents would be like Bo and Bassett, and even then, like those are the guys you gotta figure out if they're gonna be back or is it just totally based on how good the team is doing. Starkey says, "Who goes first, Atkins or Schneider?" I think they got to go the same time.
They
If
go.
they're
They hold hands together out of the office.
yeah, exactly. Uh, was the boss's house cursed when they put the race things up, making it their version of the trot? Yes.
We talked about it. This is the most. I mean, it was devil magic, witchcraft. That's all it was.
Everyone wants to trade Bo now.
Yeah,
That's a lot of the comments. Is
yeah.
it time for that yearly George Springer conversation? No.
Not yet. I mean, he
Um,
gave you a Linsanity run, right?
yep. Will
Like,
we sell a lot of pitchers at the deadline? I don't think we will.
no.
Uh,
I mean, this team needs pitchers.
yeah, I know. We desperately need it.
Yeah.
Does Mark Shapiro not having a contract extension say? Holy shit! I butchered that. Not having a contract extension save Ross Atkins from not being fired. I
I
don't
don't know what
know
that
how.
means.
Yeah, I don't really know how
I
they
don't know what that
go.
means. I think
Maybe.
there's a bigger chance Mark Shapiro gets extended than Ross stays.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Kevin Kiermaier is now over 4 games. He's in the dugout. Should Kevin
Yep.
Kiermaier be banned?
Get his ass out of there.
I mean, especially against the Rays, where he made things
He was
happen.
cheering for the fucking Rays. Call it what it is, okay?
Who is the all-time MLB Blue Jay killer team? What he has so far is Cal Raleigh catching, Brandon Lau at second, Mountcastle at first. Um, that's those are good ones. I'm sure we could go against the
Santander
Jays.
used to be one of them.
Yeah, I mean Tyler O'Neill seems to hit home runs every time we play him too.
Yeah.
We
I
could
can't give you a full fucking
no,
roster.
not off the top of my head. I can't.
No.
And does Brandon Lau get the Barry Bonds treatment from now on?
Listen, Brandon Lau would be a fun name. And I still West tweeted this. Brandon Lau would rock in terms of a guy I'd like the Blue Jays to sign, but unfortunately they picked up Jimenez and have to pay him a fuck ton of money.
Well, Jimenez
Um,
can just move to short.
but yeah, Brandon Lau pulls the ball, hits the ball hard, and gives you great defense, right, Dave?
Yeah, I wanted him last year, but they picked up his option and it's
Yeah,
pretty cheap. That he was one of my guys that I wanted the Jays to like trade for
yeah.
or have. So wait, oh, he might have a club option for next year too. I thought he was going to be a free agent, but I guess not. Fuck. Yeah, he's a good. The numbers aren't good against anyone else. Like overall, they're
But he's a career. I mean, a Rays fan made it known to me for fuck's sakes. He is a career over 800 OPS.
he is a good baseball player.
Yeah, he's better than Jimenez.
Yep. Yeah, definitely at hitting. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Do the Jays need to bring back Bradley Zimmer?
it's the questions have to be asked, right?
Will this team ever have a lead after the first 3 innings of a game?
It seems like they won't, Dave.
No.
The DeGrom hammer tomorrow is looking at me, and it scares me.
Uh,
Honestly, it does, Dave. It and his last, I believe it is last 5 starts. Jacob DeGrom has a sub 2 ERA, and he's
oh, he's back.
sub 1 WHIP.
He's so back.
Yeah. So all you can do, the Jays should say a prayer when they step up to the plate every at bat tomorrow.
Where would you put a Varsho extension in terms of priorities for this offseason or rest of this
I'd
season?
say it's pretty high.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Bichette out of the leadoff spot. Yeah, why are sports like this? They test you, man.
They
They
make
really
you
do.
but the thing about sports is when they rock, Avery, they
So good.
fucking rock. Like, do you remember how awesome we felt on fucking on Tuesday, Ave? Or Wednesday?
Yep.
When they put up that 10 spot in an inning, I thought we were the greatest show on grass, brother. I really did.
You just hope it would snowball, and it did not
Did
snowball.
not snowball.
It stopped.
It did in fact not snowball, as the kids say.
Um, do you think having someone so familiar with the Toronto hitters in Jano is helpful to the Rays when they face Toronto?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if they're like getting scouting reports on their own guys when Jano's here.
What do you mean?
Like he's not game planning for the Toronto hitters and not looking at. Like,
Okay.
I guess you see their swings, but I think I never caught. Um, but I think you just look at it from a different point of view when they're on your team versus when they're not on your team.
Yeah, okay, that's
I
fair.
think I think you can
I
just
see where
look
you're
at
coming. I
I
see
think
where you're
you can
coming
just
from.
look at the numbers and game plan. Anyways,
Yeah.
I think that's it for us here, John.
Yeah, I mean, listen, guys. Thank you everyone for the support on the last pod was awesome. Um,
It's so good when they win and people
it's so
listen to
the
this.
vibes are so fucking cool when they win, Avery. I wish we could feel it all the time, but thank you to those that stick with us and still listen and watch the pod when this team is performing like this. It would not be possible without guys like you or girls like you, obviously. But just a weird weekend. And I say this every time we have a bad series. The best way to make up for it and forget about it is winning the next series, Dave. Right? I mean, if they somehow go into Texas and take 2 or 3 before an athletic series, Avery, I'm thinking differently of this weekend. And you talked about it on Twitter. You said rough stretch for the Blue Jays coming up next 10 series. So far in those series, they're 4-5. You win this series 2-1. You get to 6-6 in the first 12 games of those in the tough stretch, which is serviceable, manageable, and I think is fine. But you got to string together here, Avery. You got to string together some wins, man. Like 2, 3 consecutive series wins, and they haven't done that. Like after they win a series, they lose one. It's never bang bang back to back series wins, which is the frustrating part for me, man. And hopefully it can change this week with the A's and the Rangers, whose offense is legit make a wish. But the only the only way we're going to see is by playing the games. We will see you guys on stream tomorrow, 4 p.m. sharp. Be there, be square. Love you guys, man. Thank you guys for tapping in, tuning in. We're almost approaching June, which is Gate 14 first pitch month. Can't wait. Uh,
I gotta get some
I know
throws in.
I got to start throwing the ball.
We gotta bring the gloves to the office and get some
Yeah, yeah, we
get
got to do that.
built up.
We got to do that. Anyways, love you guys, man. Gate 14 forever. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Now we go. Let's have ourselves a week. We'll see you guys tomorrow on stream.